Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Chosen Architect, and well, today we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this new update, and maybe some fails with Industrial 4 going. So I hope you guys are ready. So welcome back. I am back from a nice vacation. If you didn't know, we did go camping. I went camping, took my family camping, you know, did some stuff. Also, let's go ahead and, you know, let's sit here and talk about this. Yeah, I went camping. It was absolutely fantastic. I haven't had a vacation in a long time. I usually record a video every single day and or live stream and record a video every single day. So it was kind of nice to kind of spend some quality time with nature. It was fantastic. But since I, you know, took a little break, this pack has had an update. And as you can see, I can sit, but I can do more than that. Let's take a look at some of the cool things that we can do. So in the keybinds, if you search like sit in your controls over here, and you search sit right there, Z, you can set a keybind, but that's not the only thing you can do. You can also use C to crouch or not crouch, to crawl. And instead of using like a trapdoor, this just allows you to use it as another feature. So instead of holding down shift to crouch, you can hold down C to crawl. Kind of cool. I really like that. It's I believe the personality mod, I think is what it's called. So pretty cool thing. That needs to be in Minecraft. Why is that not in regular vanilla Minecraft? Like, I almost feel like the crawl was a bug, right? And they decided, you know what? That's actually a pretty cool thing. Let's just leave it in. But they should have totally gave it a keybind and made it a thing that was forceable. That would have been kind of cool. Same goes for some of the other stuff that you can do that is kind of a bug. Oh, you know, at least seems like a bug. I mean, like sitting. Like, you should be able to sit. That's been needing to be in Minecraft for a long time. Let us just sit. Let us just sit on things. That would be really cool. So last episode, I did kind of tell you guys a little bit of a fib. Right as I hovered over the item, that's because I didn't realize the mod had updated. I didn't pay attention to the fact that the mod had updated. And when I mean mod, I mean Industrial 4 going. Industrial 4 going absolutely needed to update one item. And that was the mob duplicator. Well, I didn't realize that as I was hovering over it, it was already there. So we do have access to that mod, which is great because in this pack, we can't really spawn in a lot of stuff. And I don't know if there's a config. I did look in the configs, unless it's been updated. Industrial 4 going has been updated. I don't think there's a config where you can blacklist mobs. So instead of us using Apotheosis to spawn in mobs, which almost everything is blacklisted with Apotheosis, we can instead spawn them in with Industrial 4 going. I might want to double check the config though, and maybe the config might have been updated. I don't know. I want to double check before I tell you guys wrong. So yeah, I just checked the configs and I didn't see anything that seemed like it had any changes or any config like that. So what we should be able to do is make ourselves a mob imprisonment tool and put it inside of a mob duplicator, also giving it a range upgrade so it can have a little bit of an area to spawn. And we should be able to spawn anything that we can pick up with the mob imprisonment tool, which should be everything. Should be. I also thought that with Apotheosis, and I was wrong because this pack had it changed. But in this case, I should be able to spawn anything. So I want to be able to do that today, definitely, and get something spawning in there. It doesn't really matter what we spawn in there because we can always change it, but oh, it'll be so nice to have. And I also want to get Britannia finished, and or not really finished, but I want to get the portal up and running. And as you can see, this does a fantastic job. And I also want to use a different setup that somebody on Discord sent me that would allow us to make this so much better. So I definitely want to check that out and get that set up. It'll make it so much cleaner, and we won't need all this finicky redstone behind it and all that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's episode. Before we get fully started, I do want to mention like some of the new stuff that was added. Like I only mentioned a couple things, but we have Abnormal's Delight, which is a food mod that was kind of added. Abundance, which I didn't really like. I believe it's like more naturey stuff. Also the Bayou Blues, which is another thing that adds like I think more things to swamps, like kind of improves the overall like current biomes. Better Badlands, which improves Badlands, kind of gives some lanterns and stuff with terracotta. There was the better biome blend, which if I'm assuming by the name, kind of blends the biomes better together, which is kind of nice. But then we have curious armor stands, which lets me place these Kuros items like that, all this stuff that I have in here. It lets me place them on armor stands, which is kind of cool. We can have a decked out armor stand. There's also environmental, and we had fast workbench that was added. The personality, and then window logging. Window logging basically allows you to make like glass stairs. Yeah. Which is kind of interesting. I believe this is this. No, it's absent by design. I don't really know exactly what the mod does. It kind of says on the wiki a little bit about what it does, but when you search window, you don't really get much. So I don't actually know. I could be like completely wrong about what it does, but I think I looked it up and it said that it kind of lets you like, I don't know, make glass slabs and stuff. I don't know. So after looking up the mod, I actually figured out what it does, and OMG, it's actually really nice. See, these are slabs. The glass panes fit into the slabs. That's kind of cool, actually. Like, props to the mod dev for doing this. Like, I would have never thought about this being a thing. Huh. So I decided to go ahead and make ourselves a railgun. We're going to be going hunting for ghasts. And so yeah, I made a railgun. It's pretty cheap to make. It's not anything super crazy. Some stuff I already had, like electrum coils and things like that. So the railgun is going to use iron. You could use steel. I'm going to use iron, but it uses these rods. So this is what we need. I think just by itself, I charge it up. And it shoots. So it takes these bolts. You can see the iron rod. There's one inside. Boom. And it used an iron rod. So we need to make some more iron rods. And that's basically what we're going to have. Now, we have tons of iron. So making iron rods is not going to be an issue at all. And we're going to use these to kill ghast. These should almost be a one-shot kill for a ghast. Like, this should not be a problem. And hopefully we get some nice drops from it. That's the ultimate goal. So let's go ahead and get this this thing up and running. We have all of our stuff we need. We have an elytra. We have some rockets. Let's go ghast hunting. So right away, we have a ghast. Problem is, it's kind of hovering somewhere I don't want it to be hovering. Oh, but we're luckily in a biome that ghast should just spawn frequently in. Hopefully we can get them to spawn and sort of let the ghast tears land in the appropriate spot. Luckily enough, though, if we can get enough ghast tears, we can just make a simple ghast farm, and we'll have ghast tears for a long time. So that might be the first farm we make, so that way we can have as many ghast tears as we'll need for later on. Perfect target right here. Oh, that is if it doesn't go in the lava. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No! Oh man, getting ghast tears is gonna be harder than I thought. Oh, what is that? Wait. What is that thing? Wait, what? They're like little minnows. Why is the first thing I want to do is just shoot it? Straddle my old saddle. Oh no! Look at them! What are they? I don't know what this thing really is. They're easy to kill though. Do they like straddle me? What is going on here? Okay, so we killed him. It drops basalt. That's kind of a cool thing that I haven't seen yet. I'm gonna try using my sword this time. That way I have a chance at collecting the item, maybe? I got a ghast tear! Okay, so we got one. I think that's all we need. Like, it was just one. Right? Pretty sure that's all we need. Guys, I don't know what added this. This guy can get out of here. Oh. What is that? Because that is so cool looking. Wait, what? Oh, there's a ghost on me. What? Fetch me their souls. What? That maybe I got that from something else. But still, that bird was pretty cool looking. So one last thing while we're here in the Nether, we should probably check this. Ooh, there's 4 ancient debris in there. Like, that is nice. I'm actually going to leave one. Oh, I can't leave it in there. Oh. Okay, I'm going to clear this out just because I want to make sure that another ancient debris gets in here. Oh, no. Yeah, but that's cool that it even collects it because, man, it is kind of a pain to constantly come back here and just kind of mine up ancient debris anytime you want to get into industrial foregoing. So it's still crazy to me that those 4 turned into 19. Like, it turned into 19 by throwing it inside the crushing wheel over here. The crushing wheel automator of doom. Because it kind of has a face to it. Kind of look like 2 little eyes here. So to make the mob imprisonment tool, and now we need to make all of the stuff to make another advanced frame, which is a whole process that I've done several times now. It's nothing crazy. So after making that, there we are, the mob duplicator, the literal block I have been waiting for a little bit of time now. Just a little bit of time. And I'm so happy that it is updated. Thank you so much for updating this mod. So now we have the mob duplicator, and this is, like I said, the one item from Industrial Foregoing that I've been waiting for. It's like held me hostage waiting for this item. So what we need to do is capture a mob. We already have essence being stored because this thing does need essence. Let's head up here to the top of our room where we have been collecting essence. You can see we have several buckets worth, and this will hold a lot. Like I said, this will hold 65,000 buckets. I had some people not understanding that 1,000 millibuckets equals 1 bucket. So 1,000 MB equals 1 bucket. So with this being said, we have 65,000 buckets worth that can be stored in here. And we already have 497 buckets, which is still a pretty significant amount. So we do need a way to get the stuff out of here. So what I'm thinking about doing, maybe instead of getting the stuff out, how about we just utilize some of this space maybe? And we take a chip out of this this room. How about we make a little room back here somewhere, and we could utilize that maybe? Yeah, we can definitely route the pipes differently, and that would kind of keep this all in one central location, so we don't have to go crazy with the room. And we don't need anything crazy big either, which is another great thing. This room can actually be kind of small. So I think this room will work. Now, it may look small, but with the mob duplicator, you can actually basically set the size that you want this thing to spawn things on. So if I place this here, for example, I could tell it to only spawn mobs in this area down here. We can show the area. Oh, actually, it spawns it above? When did it start doing that? I guess now that's how it works. Okay, so that actually kind of works a little bit better. I like that actually, because that allows me to place it down here, and it's going to spawn things above it, and we don't have to worry about the messy cable. And look at this. We already have power down here. That's right. Or already have fluid because it connects right in. So this is going to be perfect. Actually, I don't even have to worry about it. Like, all we got to do is put a small upgrade card in here, and we're good. Let's go ahead and give it some power. So flux point, and then hook it into our network. Now, this thing is pretty much ready to spawn mobs. I do need to go make, I believe, the last upgrade, which is going to be, I think, the +1 range extender, which is super cheap to make. I'm going to go ahead and get that done. So after getting all of that done, I went ahead and placed my mob crusher. I'm going to place it right here, and I think surround this with glass. Down here, I do have my upgrade in, and if I show the range, you can see it fills this nice little area. I'm going to go ahead and close that up. Also in here, I have the range as well. That's going to fill this area. These are the really, really cheap ones, by the way. And then for power, I think for this, I'm just going to use a cable or mechanism. I think it's just cable. Hopefully I have some extra ones. There we go. Place the cable. right in here. And then we have to have two different things coming out of this. That could be kind of a problem, I think. We need to pull fluid out of here. So I might just run a cable here and run a cable here. The problem is it's going to kind of get a little bit messy with the cabling because I want to be able to cover it up, but there's not any real good facade for this. So I guess what we can do is go ahead and hook the tank up. I'll put a tank here. That tank is going to connect to this tank. So we're going to have kind of a loop. The extra fluid, the essence this is going to generate is going to go back into our system, making it a little bit more efficient. And then all the items are going to go into our black inner chest, which is the direct input into our system for just about anything. So I'm also going to need some logistical pipes for items. So there's our logistical pipes, and then this will be our mechanical pipes for fluid. There we go. And then we need, last but not least, our configurator. And we will cause this to push and pull. There is another thing we can do. We could just put these items directly next to this, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, we don't need this because I keep reverting back to the old ways this machine used to work, and there wasn't a push and pull feature. So in reality, we should be able to put them like this, and this should be able to push and pull on its own. Now, keep in mind, it's only going to go as fast as this allows. So the output, for example, let's go ahead and just disable everything. And what we can do is we can just specify that, hey, over here on the right side, which I believe says east. So yeah, this side, we can say action push. And it's going to push the items out. Same thing for over here. We're going to go ahead and disable everything. I don't think you have to disable everything, but I like to. And then over here, we're going to say push. And it's going to push the fluid out. Everything looks good to me. So we're just about ready to put the mob in here and turn this thing on. But yeah, I think this should work. Now getting a lever in here, that's going to be another problem, but there is a redstone available from the create mod. So I wanted to show you guys this. Right here is the redstone link from the create mod. I'm going to be utilizing this. Also, you're going to kind of get that when we start working with Botany here in a little bit. But I kind of want to show this here because this actually works perfectly here as well. So behind this wall, let's go ahead and put it up here, for example. I'm going to go ahead and break this wall. And then I'm going to give it a lever signal. And that lever is going to go here on the wall. If I can get out of here. It's going to go right here. So when I send this redstone signal, it's going to pass through this block and to the back side. And that's where I can use this redstone link. I'm going to place the link here. You can see this link actually has 2 slots on it. And let me kind of show you this on the ground, actually. Probably gonna be best to show you there, and then I can set it up. So let's say we have a redstone here. And I give it a redstone signal. You see it turns on. And we have these 2 frequency slots. These frequency slots can accept any item. I'm going to use iron, for example. If I place 1 iron in here, now this is sending out a frequency to any other redstone link that is set in receive mode. It's going to basically accept any redstone signal that is set up with this, a piece of iron in the frequency slot 1. But you can have many combinations. You can have iron and redstone in here, and now this will only work if it has iron and redstone in it. But for just the sake of this, I'm going to show you here. So if I place the iron in here and I have the redstone on, you see it's not working. Well, why is that? Well, that is because this actually needs to be shift clicked on to put it in receive mode, and now it is receiving. And if I put redstone in here, you can see it turns off because now it's looking for a frequency or basically item combination of iron and redstone. It's pretty simple, actually. Over here, if I put that there, now it's receiving, and these function together as wireless redstone. They're very nice, and we're going to be taking advantage of these for sure. I needed to learn how that worked in the first place. It's actually really simple and solves a lot of problems that I've had in the past. So it's going to be super, super fantastic to mess with this. Now, back here, we just need to get back here onto the back of this machine by placing this back there. Shift right-clicking on it to put it in receive mode. I'm going to use iron in the first slot. And then same over here, we're going to use iron to link these. And now when I give this a redstone signal, by using this, it will either turn this on or off. We can set this to redstone mode, run with no redstone signal, or run with redstone signal, or run on pulse. We're going to set it to probably run with no redstone signal. Actually, run with no redstone signal will look like it's in on mode, like a light switch, and then down will be off. It will shut the machine off, right? It should. Actually, maybe we need to set it up like this. There we go. This would actually be on. Yeah, run with redstone signal. That's what we want. Not what I was talking about. The run with no redstone signal basically will run always. Okay, so we're pretty much ready to go, right? I think we're just about ready. This is all set up. All we gotta do is get some glass. Let's see, just use any kind of glass. I don't really care. I'm actually gonna use some white and mix this in. Just like this, if I cannot step on that. There we go. We'll get the glass filled in. Of course, I still have to be able to get in here, which is a thing. Like, I still need to be able to get in here. So what I might do is I'm going to place a access hatch. It's going to go right here and allow me to get inside here with a little door. And I might be able to utilize some of this material here for the door. Dark wood. Does this have a door variant? It should. Ooh, it does. Very cool. So I'm going to place the door there, and then we're going to have a door right here. And like I said, that's going to be our little hidden room, just so we have access to changing what mob spawns in there. Pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure I said the first mob I wanted to catch was this guy. If I can actually catch it. Let's catch it. Nice. Okay, so I have conic gas. Now, we should be able to bring it into that little room, and we should be able to spawn this thing in, and it'll get us a nice supply of gas tiers, so we don't have to worry about gas tiers anymore. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh boy. I don't actually know. Did I turn? I haven't turned it on, right? I think it's off. Yeah. Wait, no, it's on. Is it off or on? Now I don't actually know. Can a gas, will it spawn? Wait, what? It's in here. It's got the fluid. Ignored. Wait. Nothing spawning. Okay, maybe it's a size restraint sort of thing. Maybe it needs a bigger area for gas. Okay, let's just try another mob, right? Like, I should be able to spawn a gas in here. Just go ahead and kill it. What an easy way to get the uneasy alliance, by the way. Let's just try a cow. Because, like, it should be able to spawn a cow, right? And no problem. Like, it's got enough room. What? What? So it's not working at all. But am I missing something? I need to check the configs again. Redstone mode ignored. So I decided to go ahead and pull it out here because maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just not, it didn't have enough room to spawn things in. Like, I looked back at the configs and everything, and there's nothing in the configs that show that this should not work, but it's not working, and it's kind of unfortunate because I wanted to show you guys how it works. Oh, and this whole setup was just going to work, and it's kind of unfortunate with like the newer versions. You just don't know what works and what doesn't. And I mean, let's go ahead and fill this all the way up, and let's just see. So it is completely filled up. We have a cow in there. I can take this out. Maybe that will change it. Like, it doesn't care. Let's see. If we throw the cow out, maybe we can grab a villager. Maybe a villager will work. I mean, all these things should work. Nothing spawning. And it does show the spawning area to be here. So yeah, I've tested several different things, and unfortunately, it's just not working right now. And it's nothing that Modpack, I think, is causing. Because I checked to make sure in the configs that this mod was enabled, in which it is enabled. There's nothing that shows false. So I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. I just think maybe there's a bug. I don't know. I may post an issue on the issue tracker, but because I don't see one on the issue tracker that is even related to this this deal. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and get Britannia set up, and unfortunately, maybe this will work in the future. So to finish up with the redstone setup, I do want to show you that I'm going to be using pretty much the same thing that I just had set up over there. And I want to tell you, it was Kill Switch 2315 that mentioned this over on Discord. So I do want to shout him out over there. But this basically is going to go on the bottom block, which totally makes sense after the setup that we just did. We're going to set the redstone link down here. And then we can use any item or combination of items for this one. The first one, I'm going to go ahead and use a single blaze and blaze rod. And then up top here, we just place this on top. If I can place it on top. Can you not place it on top of a hopper? Interesting. So that cannot go on top of a hopper, but it can go to the side of a hopper like this. Weird. Okay, I wish I could go on top. That would make things a little bit better. I guess I could put an item up here. We could use like an actual block up there. Ooh, let's do that. Let's use like, let's see, Britannia. Living Rock has a brick variant, and we can use that. So there we go. Place that down, and then again, like this, and then I'm going to use a single blaze rod in slot 1, and then be sure to shift right click on here to swap that, so that signal should activate. I think that will send power through here. We're going to find out. We're going to find out if this works. Okay, so if I put some items in here, one should drop. It sends a redstone signal powering this block, and as you can see, we have one item down below. Perfect. And I'm going to do that for the rest of them. And as you can see, it really cleans up that redstone. So this looks a lot cleaner. I really like having that redstone there. It's just much better. But unfortunately, we are out of time. I won't have enough time to set up the Gaia Guardian, or Gaia Portal, or sorry, Alpine Portal. But we will get that next episode. Unfortunately, I spent all my time setting this up. And I really wanted it to work. Believe me, I wanted it to work just as much as you guys did. But, I mean, if you want to know what it does, I should be able to spawn any mob in here. And this auto kills it. We get experience, and we get all their beautiful items from it. Which is a great thing that is in Industrial Foregoing. I absolutely love it. Simplifies mob farms and makes mob farms more accessible. So you don't have to build a giant just farm. Like, if I, instead of building this massive Iron Golem farm, I could have just built this and had Iron Golem spawn in there, which is what I think is the whole point of modded Minecraft, to kind of give it that lesser grindy than vanilla sort of feeling. But hey, that's just my opinion, and I don't know, let me know what you think down in the comments below. What do you think about mob farms such as that? Like, do you like them? Like, especially in kitchen sink packs? Like, I feel personally that it adds a lot to the game. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So, as always, of course, I want to end the video by giving a huge shout out and thanks to one of my sponsors. And that is going to go to, let me go ahead and get it typed out. The thanks is so, there we go. And voila. Thank you so much, Hayden Davis, for your amazing support over on Patreon. And for that, we get a nice little cyan on there. We're making our way up the mast, man. It's going to be hard to get up there. I'm going to have to use some kind of scaffolding. But anyways, guys, like I said, let me know down in the comments below what you think about what we were just talking about. And guys, if you did enjoy and you're looking to become a Patreon yourself, of course, you can find that link down in the description below. I also stream on Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. You can find me live over on Twitch around 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.